Alrighty guys, welcome back to another weekly recap. As usual, we are in a new location, which has been a trend lately. And as usual, the weekly recap, sorry, I'm looking at my laptop. As usual, the weekly recap is late because if you haven't been following along, I've been having a lot of real life stuff come up and be in the way. So, hopefully that's all behind us. If you watched the last video, you will know that I'm in Shenzhen right now. And yeah, I hope to be here for the next 3.5 months, 4 months. Also, I found my monopod again so I can film properly. It was like in my suitcase in a dumb spot. Anyhow, let's get right into this video. It's going to be a long one because I have a lot of different stuff to explain. Also, I have this, and I showed it a couple weeks ago, and I still haven't done a weekly recap. I still haven't done a weekly review with it because I still haven't done a review with it because yeah, real life has just fucked me. But oh, I have. All right, we're just throwing stories out there. Also, why am I wearing headphones? I actually do that a lot, even when I'm with people, and I'm not listening to music. I just have them in, and I just seem antisocial and douchey. So I apologize. Anyway, I found this in a store. Now for those that don't know what this is, it's gum. But it's not just gum. I had a Danish friend who was from Vietnam. Well, his parents, we can say he's from Vietnam, sure. And he would go there on holiday, and I don't know how to do the camera. And he would bring these back. And then if you were cool, you'd get one. It was like, oh shit, like Vietnamese gum. So, that's a good thumbnail. So yeah, I saw this in a store and I was like, I have to buy it. Oh, here it is. On the back you can see what it's called. Big Babble Soft Bubble Gum. Probably pronouncing it wrong. Let's have a piece so that we can do a review. I don't know how to open it though. Alright, I'm opening it one-handed. Oh, whoa! Shit, look at this. Alright. This is, cool. Wait. Well, now we're back to the one-hand. Fuck, alright. You can just be in my legs, alright? Fucking crotch cam. We out here. Oh my god, I got stickers. I'm such a lucky boy. Wait, what? Okay. So apparently, wait, this is like the most professional you're gonna get. Alright. So we got this. Which, is it stickers? Oh no! I don't know. What's this? What's going on? I guess it's, fuck! Alright. Come on, mister. Everything is hard when you only have one hand. Alright, I guess it's a clown sort of deal. But look, we've got 3 packs of gum. I only thought we would get, you know. Alright, we got a red one. Got a purple one. I like it that you're here to watch me ramble about what's happened throughout my week, and now we're just reviewing gum. Alright, we'll do purple. Alright, let me... Oh my god, if I ever lose my hand, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Because Jesus, life is hard as a one-handed, like, individual. It's not easy. Am I supposed to open it on camera? Alright, there we go. Alright, maybe I'm just dumb, and it's easy to have one hand. Alright, there you go. Alright. Alright, let's hope my face is in focus now, though, because half the time my camera has awful autofocus. Like, really bad. Alright. Am I in focus? Maybe. Alright, let's try this gum. I actually don't like gum, by the way. I should clarify. I don't enjoy eating gum because I have to think when I chew. I can't just do it mindlessly, and it annoys me. I don't know. It doesn't have a very strong taste for whatever reason. But, she goes alright. It's not very nice having gum though when trying to do a weekly recap. Like, fuck. Alright. So much chewing. Alright, anyway. I think we've like gone on for 5 minutes now with bullshit. So let's get into it. Alright, Monday, the 1st of December. Oh, Monday? Friday, the 1st of December, which, yeah. Christmas is here soon. It's the 9th now. So that's, great. I don't feel in a Christmas mood at all. I've seen a little bit of Christmas stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's, December. I was gonna buy a Christmas calendar, like the chocolate ones, because I always have those. I think there's even an old vlog, when I used to do Wednesday vlogs, of me opening chocolate calendar in December. So much chewing. Alright, anyway. I think we... But, yeah, I found one, and then I forgot, this was in October, and then I forgot about it, and now I don't have one. And my mum sent me one which is like a lottery ticket where you scratch off every day and you can win stuff. But that got lost in the mail, so probably lost 1 million Danish monies there. But it is what it is. Okay, I'll blow one bubble and then I'm going to spit this out because I hate chewing gum and I can't concentrate on filming. And it's making my mouth like all fuck. Fuck! This is weak as shit. I know how to blow bubbles, I'm not incompetent, but this is shit. Alright, a bit better. One moment. Alright, that was, alright, where were we? Sorry, I had to take a message. Christmas is here, yeah, I think I explained the calendar. And then this gum is at its max potential now. I can try one more bubble and then we'll stop. Fuck! Why am I so bad at it? I can't do it. Fuck. I hate gum anyway. But anyway, yeah. Also, the lighting in here is awful and I apologize, but it is what it is. Okay, 1st of December. I woke up at like 12. Oh yeah, because that was last week. I went to, well, whatever. I went to Hong Kong and stuff, so I was hella tired. Anyway, I woke up at like 12, was well rested for once, and then I had a video interview with the Shenzhen agency, which I can't remember if I explained in the last weekly recap. But basically, I started messaging other agencies than the Hangzhou one because I was afraid I wouldn't find a family. They only had one in Beijing and like nothing was working out. And then the one in Shenzhen messaged my agency saying I had contacted them. And then my agency got angry at me. Well, not angry. They were like sort of frustrated. They were like, oh, why are you doing that? And I was like, I just want to find a family. I'm desperate. And then they made me an ultimatum sort of deal. They were like, you have to pick one of the agencies, which kind of doesn't make sense to me. They were like, oh, it's unethical, and we're good friends, these two agencies. I was like, if you're good friends, you can help each other, you know? Like, you're not competing for the same families because they have families in Shenzhen, the Hangzhou one has other places. So it's just me, and you should just want what's best for me, and I want what's best for me. But anyway, yeah, I had the video interview with the Shenzhen family, agency, whatever. And, wait. Oh, sorry, I didn't have a video interview with a Shenzhen family. I had a video interview with the Shenzhen agency because they want to get to know you before they, yeah. Just talking who I am and what's up and telling them. And then, yeah, it was after that, I went out for Pepsi. I had a lunch kebab at the Long Shenzhou area. And I bought new headphones since they broke again. I said oh, they're so cheap. I don't mind if they break like once a month because they're so cheap. And now they break constantly. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, then I got home at 5 p.m. And then, yeah, basically what I just explained. The Shenzhen agency had messaged the Hangzhou one and told them. And then they tried giving me some ultimatum that I had to pick agencies, which wasn't the point. The point was I wanted as many options as possible because I was really desperate for a family, considering I had, you know, It was the 1st of December, and I wanted to find a family before the 20th, because otherwise I might just go home for Christmas. There's no point in sitting alone for Christmas and New Year's in China. But yeah, so they gave me that ultimatum, which was really bullshit. And I'll read my notes. They're in past tense, but you know, because I wrote them when it was happening. But yeah, didn't really want to pick the Beijing family because I really didn't like the sound of them. I can't remember if I've explained that on the weekly recap. Basically, they kept saying their kid was bad and he didn't listen, and oh, maybe you can make him listen. Maybe you can make him like reading. And it's like, if the other au pairs can't do it, I can't. And then they also, the mum like had a great emphasis on cleaning, which I mean, I don't think I'm a dirty person or unreasonable, but you know, I can go a day without taking a shower. I can, I'm the sort of person that like, oh, I'll get a plate late. You know, it's not like, it's not a big deal to me. I'm going to be clean and not be an idiot, but it's not some crazy focus. She was making it sound like we had an older pair who couldn't clean his dishes. We had to, like, he cleaned them and they were still bad, and I had to clean them after, and I'm like, he's probably not incompetent. You know, if he can't clean his dishes properly, then I probably can't. Like, it'd be the same. And like, yeah, I don't know. She put great emphasis on that, and the family didn't sound so good. And also, really don't want to live in Beijing. Good place to be for a week, like vacation, but I don't want to live there. It's hella polluted. It's cold as fuck. Like, I escaped Danish winter. I'm a survivor here. I escaped the Danish winter. I don't need to go to Beijing and freeze my balls. Like, no. No thank you. So anywho, then they also had the Hangzhou agency also had a family where I could be for 1.5 months, like till mid-January, but that's like super risky because then they might not be able to find a new family for me after that, because who wants an au pair that can stay for a month and a half? Like, most of them want at least 3 months, maybe longer, like 6. And then yeah, the Shenzhen agency said that they had 3 potential families for me, but it's kind of sounded like it would fall through or not happen, and I don't know, it was worrying. Also, now the agency wanted me to deposit like 1,500 RMB because they were afraid, they wanted me to sign like an agreement that now I'm with them and I'm not going to talk to other agencies and I'm going to deposit 1,500, which sounded really bad to me because after being fucked by a son au pair, like, I don't trust anyone with money or anything. Like, people are just going to fuck me, you know? So, really worried about the deposit. Then I talked to my parents about the situation, which they recommended I take the Beijing family and then just give it a month or something, like as a trial. And then if I hate it, I can always, you know, go back to Denmark and say I've given it a try. Or I can, I considered going to Australia just for work, maybe. But yeah. Anywho, the Shenzhen agency messaged me back late at night saying that they could get me a morning interview, which was really great because the Hangzhou agency, there's so much shit. Yeah, the Hangzhou agency told me that I needed to make a decision which agency I would use by tomorrow. So the fact that they could get me a morning interview meant that, you know, I could make my decision based on that. So yeah, went to bed and was super stressed. Like, being given that ultimatum bullshit is, like, really bad. Like, I was stressed enough. I did it because I wanted more options, not because I wanted to get, like, narrowed down fucked. But, yeah. Alright, 2nd of December. This video is going to be so long, but, like, when a lot happens in my life, it's going to be a long video. If I sit inside for a week doing nothing, it'll be a short video. That is, you know, how the world works, alright? If you don't want to watch it, I don't know, don't. Also, I apologize actually, because now there's like 2 weekly recaps coming out in a row. I did the Shenzhen video, like my first day in Shenzhen, just because I thought it was a good idea. I did, right when I arrived in Hangzhou, I did like a first day one, I did a kids arriving, first day as an au pair, like, I did a few, so I thought doing that one was okay. But it still, to me, feels like filler content. It's not something that I'm happy or proud of. The Shanghai video will come out soon. It's 95% done, I think. It's like really, really close. And that one I'm pretty proud of. The editing is like okay, and it's like decent, you know, decent video. I don't enjoy filler content, and I feel bad for making it, so yeah, sorry. Anyway, 2nd of December. I woke up at 11 a.m. Wait, what? There's no way that's true. I think... Oh no, I woke up... They said they couldn't... The agency told me they couldn't tell me when the family was available for an interview, but they would tell me by like 9 a.m. tomorrow. So I woke up at 9 a.m. and then I got told the interview's at 11 a.m. and then I went back to bed for 2 hours. So that's how it worked. Okay, yeah. Had the interview with the family. It went well, and everything worked out incredibly fast. Like, this was like... Which it had to, because I had to, give my ultimatum decision to the other agency. So everything had to work out fast. But basically, I had an interview with the dad, and he seemed to like me, and agency seemed relatively nice, and like they weren't scamming me, so yay. And yeah, then this family was like, we will have you, and I was like, okay, I'll come. So there was a huge weight lifted, even though it didn't, like, being told, oh yeah, you have a family, they want you, doesn't really mean it's going to happen. Like, I was still so worried. I kept messaging, she was like, a girl from the agency kept wanting me to sign the contract, and I kept going like, she wanted me to sign the contract with the agency, and I was like, yeah, I want to sign with the family, please, because if they, like, back out, I'm screwed. And also, like, has the family signed yet? Please, have they signed? Like, I was so stressed out. Eventually, she booked me a plane ticket, which then I knew, okay, it's happening. I have a plane ticket. Like, now I'm probably not getting fucked, right? But, okay, I can't remember if I've written this down. This is off the top of my head, but, this was on the 2nd of December, which was, let me see. That was a Saturday. I got told that, when could I arrive? And I was like, as soon as possible. And then I got told that, if I arrived before Wednesday, I could join the au pair agency on their, like, Christmas trip. They were giving a Christmas trip to all their au pairs as, like, a thank you present, which is, like, fucking... This agency is giving, like, a trip to their au pairs. Like, my agency did nothing. They didn't even put me in contact with any other au pairs from the agency. They completely screwed me. It was like, help me make friends. Do you know any other au pairs? And they were like, no. Like, they didn't do anything for me. This agency's giving us a trip? Like, Jesus. Like, it's night and day, really. Anywho, after the interview, I went to Fenqi Road. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't think so. It's F-E-N-Q-I. But went to Fenqi Road to buy 2 books for the boy, because, I want to give a present and make a good first impression and be nice. Which, I think those books, I don't know where they are. But anyway. Gave him a nice present. Got a discount on them because I followed the bookstore on WeChat. But yeah. Also, then I went out looking for tea, because if you followed the last weekly recap, I've been couch surfing at a Chinese woman's house, and she's been like, whoa, like so fucking nice, like really, really nice to me, just like so hospitable, is that the right word? Anyway, she's been like such a nice host. So I went looking for tea to buy her as like a present, because, I can't do much, but I can give like a small present as, a token of my appreciation. So I went out looking for tea, which is hard to buy, actually, but, I messaged in a WeChat group, and someone like put me in contact with her friend's store. So I went there, and it was a really nice girl working there, and her English was like, it was good. Like, we could have a normal conversation. So there you go. But yeah, she was super good. I got some black tea and some green tea, and then she also gave me like, she gave me this as like a, oh shit, Jesus, Titanic. She gave me this, like, as an extra thing, just for free. Which I can't tell if it says it costs 40 RMB, because if that's true, then that's a big extra thing to get, but whatever. I didn't know if I should give that to, my host. I felt like it was, like, some cheap extra thing, so I just kept it. I was like, yeah, whatever. But, because I don't want to give her a sample. That looks awkward, right? But anyway, I got home, I chilled for a bit, and then I went out for dinner where I had fried rice, which... I think this fried rice was bad. What happened was, I ate out. the day before had fried noodles at this place, and then they weren't fried noodles, it was like tomato noodles or whatever. Then I went out to the same place again and had fried rice, and their fried rice also weren't good. I don't know why I went back there when they fucked up fried noodles, because that's pretty simple. But I did, and then the fried rice weren't good either. But anywho, I can't see anything. Yeah. After that, I talked to Australia, which was neat, my Aussie friends, and then watched YouTube and did nothing. So yeah, you can really hear the amount of editing that's gone on. But no, I have actually been editing the Shanghai video. And every time I make a video, it takes longer to edit because I put more effort in. Like ever since the mountain video, that video I put a lot of effort in and I really tried to get the color right because some shots were overexposed and stuff. And ever since that, I've been doing color curves and color correction on like all the clips, and that makes everything just take longer, you know? But yeah. Anyway, 3rd of December, I woke up at, I told them I would come on Tuesday, and I got told, they accepted me on Saturday, and I told them I would come Tuesday, because then I would have, 2 days to do something. I would have Sunday and Monday, and yeah, Monday I could say goodbye to my friends, because they had the day off there. So anyway, Sunday, I needed to spend the day effectively, so I woke up at 9, which is early. Went to Shenzhen, and then from there I took the bus to the Lingyin, I don't know how to pronounce it, Lingyin temple. Lingyin, I think. I had some donut thing for breakfast, which was really nice. It had custard in it, and it was a good time. It's like a nice bakery next to me, so it was good. There were way too many people on the bus. The bus is so annoying. I hate buses. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know when to get off. It's always packed with people, and everyone is obnoxious. And the worst is when Google Translate tries to pull a fast one on me. Not Google Translate, sorry, Google Maps. It's like, alright, I need to take this bus from here to here. Alright, how many stops do I take? And then Google is like, drive for 30 minutes. And I'm like, how? Is that 30 minutes in morning rush hour traffic? Is it 30 minutes in afternoon no traffic? Like, what? 30 minutes is not, like, that means nothing to me. It'd be, like, that's not relevant in any capacity, you know? But okay, sure. Anywho, went to the temple. It was, pretty good. Someone hyped it up as being better than Westlake, which Westlake isn't, like, good, really. Like, it is, but it's not like you walk around Westlake and you chill and you eat food and drink, and it's just a nice experience. Whereas this temple is more as go there to see it. Westlake is go there to chill, I feel like. But anyway, I felt like it was okay. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but yeah. There were these Buddhist carved, like faces, Buddhist faces, what else, like sort of deal, carved into the rocks, like in the mountain, which was kind of cool, like in the side of the mountain. Also, I have a video coming out from this, but it's backlogged like crazy, so you'll see it in, like, a millennium. Anywho, like, alright. There was fresh water coming out from some underground spring thing, and people were drinking it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to die, please. No matter how fresh. And then, yeah, there was the incense thing and praying, like all temples. And then there was, I was like, there's a scenic area, and then you have to pay again to get into another temple. And I couldn't even find the other temple. I walked around the scenic area forever, and I eventually did find the other temple. It was right at the start. And I don't know how much that was worth it. Getting into the scenic area and the place itself was 30 or 40? I don't know. And that was pretty worth it and pretty nice. Getting into the second, like the big temple, I don't know how worth it was. It was like, yeah, it was okay. Anywho, I went back to Shenzhen, got a kebab burger thing. As you can hear, I've been eating a lot of those, but they're so good, and now I can't eat them anymore. And then instantly after, I was like, alright, it was like 4 PM, and I was like, okay, I need something to eat. Buy the cheap kebab thing. Bought it, and then I needed to walk through to the metro, and I went through a food court, and I was sort of like, well, fuck. Like, now I have to eat again. So I bought a spring roll, which was pretty neat. And yeah, it is what it is. then I got home and I chilled for an hour or two and I edited the Shanghai video. I even have in my notes here, apologize for not releasing it yet. Yeah, so I apologize for not releasing it yet, as the note says. Because honestly, like, I don't know, it's been a long... Like, that video was recorded on, like, the 4th of October, and now we're 9th of December. But I've had, like, it took so long to edit the mountain video, and then I've had real life issues since then. I've gone to Hong Kong twice since then, and, like, been homeless, and fuck, life is hard, dude. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, I bought fried noodles for 9 RMB for dinner, which was, like, that's the best deal I've had. Like, other stuff that's been cheap has been, like 13. So 9 RMB is my cheapest, like, actual meal so far, which, it was good, too. It was a little bit small, but, I mean, at that point you can buy 2 of them, and then you've got, like, 18 RMB meal. That's huge. So, but it was good. Also, I burnt my tongue so bad. Okay, so whenever, I don't know how Asia works. A friend explained it to me, but I didn't get it. It's something you're not supposed to drink at dinner or during a meal. You're not supposed to drink, but they don't want you to eat your noodles or whatever dry, so they give you soup. So I don't know. But anyway, I had this soup, and I don't have a brain. So I have soup but no brain. And then I go to drink it, and I just take a huge swig. And then I realized that, you know, soup is boiling hot. And it was kind of embarrassing. I had to spit it out. I was like, and then I, like, spit it out, and half of it still went down my throat. And then my tongue was completely fucked for, like, 3 days after. In fact, no, I think my tongue is normal now. But it was really scuffed. Like, I don't recommend drinking boiled soup. Like, it was dumb. So there you go. Then I went to the, fuck, I can't pronounce names, dude. I don't know. I went to a river. I really can't I actually know how to pronounce this. I've heard it multiple times, but right now I'm out of, like, I can't do it. Anyway. I went to this river. I went to the wrong side of the river first, because you want the skyline. So, it's not called a skyline. You want the nice view. So I went to the wrong side first and walked for 30 minutes to get to where the river is from the metro. And then I realized, oh, I'm on the wrong side. So then I had to go all the way back. And then I got onto the right side of the river. And then I took some photos, which turned out okay. I'd show them in this video, but I can't because they're not edited yet. And it's like, fuck. They will come out eventually. And they didn't come out too good, but they're not, you know. Fuck, I can't see the button. Fuck. Alright. This is such bad video, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, alright? But, yeah, it turned out okay. I don't know. Then I got home at 10 PM and my host was there. We can call her Ida because that was her name. And yeah, then we drank tea and we talked. And I've had so much tea. I actually really like tea. And I've never had it before, like in Denmark or anything. So I don't know if Danish, like, tea is actually, because normal tea is, like, in those little things, right? I don't know what they're called. And then you put them in. And Chinese tea is a bunch of leaves. And then you throw water in them too. But maybe normal tea is inside that thing? I don't know how it works. I don't know normal tea. I don't know if normal tea tastes good. But I'm really into Chinese tea. Like, all of it is good, basically. So, wait. Alright, we're good. I was just checking my lens. But yeah, I'm into Chinese tea. And yeah, we talked a bunch. She had some of her homemade bread. And orange. And lots of tea. And then I gave her gift. And she was like, yeah, okay, thanks. So yeah. Anyway. 4th of December. Wait, what? Okay, never mind. 4th of December. I woke up at 8 AM because I had to go meet my friends. To say goodbye to them. I had breakfast with Ida where we had, the homemade bread and some fruit, and it was pretty good. Then I went to Shenzhen, which I don't like naming names. I feel like I'm doxing people, but it's like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter that I call her Ida, the person who hosted me, because it makes more sense than being like random Chinese lady, and it gives context. And then looking back at it, I don't know. Anyway, I went to Shenzhen, Now I'm just gonna dox everyone and say everyone's name. Fuck it, alright? Deal with it. If they didn't want to be in the video, then they shouldn't have been born. I don't fucking know, alright? I met Aaron for the first time. He's been here for ages, but he's like always AFK, sleeping during the day and stuff, so I haven't had the opportunity to meet him. And then I met a Swedish dude called Linus for the first time, who he had just arrived in Hangzhou. And he was pretty fucking cool, by the way. Anyway, we headed to fake Paris, which this was something I had in my head that I wanted to see before I left Hangzhou, because this was, you know, my last day there. But, ooh, boy, I've never been so disappointed. We took a train, which lasted forever, and then we took a bus, which also lasted forever, which, by the way, we didn't pay for. It was really, like, alright, so first bus we take, I pay, and someone else pays in front of me. Oh, we also met up with Kira. Someone else pays in front of me, maybe Kira. And then Linus walks on like an idiot and just doesn't pay. And it's not like he sneaks it. He walks past the guy. I think he's even holding money in his hand. And the guy's just smiling. It's like, okay. Then we got off the bus because it was the wrong bus in the wrong direction. Then we got on the next bus. And then we're all like, well, if Linus doesn't have to pay, we don't have to pay. We're just as white as him, you know? Then we walk onto the bus, and Linus walks first, and then I'm not even joking, he has 5 RMB in his hand, which the bus costs 2, and then he goes, do we pay money? And then the bus driver's just like, fucking go, you're white, whatever. And we're like, yay, white pride, woo, like, fuck him. So then we got onto the bus, and it was just free, I guess. Which, it doesn't matter if it's free, it's 2 RMB, like, no one cares. It's more the idea of getting something for free that's cool than, like, the fact that it's free. Like, no one cares about 2 RMB. It's the principle. But anyway. Yeah, we got to fake Paris where we met Lynn, who had waited forever. And then, yeah, there was a fake Eiffel Tower that looked kind of cool. I did an IQ test on my friends. I sent them all a Snapchat that was like, I heart Paris la baguette, some shit like that. And I sent it to all my friends, and I'm not joking, 2 of them sent back, wait, I thought you were in China. Like, 2 people sent that, one in Australia and a girl in Denmark, and I was like, really? Like, fuck, Jesus. But yeah, the IQ test, they failed. But nothing was at fake Paris. It was a fake Eiffel Tower, and then a bunch of abandoned, like, buildings and no people, and it was really fucking shit. Do not go there. Also, do I know the name of it? The actual name? Because fake Paris is kind of a bad name. It has an actual name. I don't know the actual name. I haven't written it down. But fake Paris was bad. A real waste of time. Do not do it. Anyway. There was these really weird fake colored frogs. Fake? They weren't fake. No, that was the problem. There were these really weird colored frogs. There were turtles and stuff as well. I don't know if it was a pet store, but whatever. But there were these coloured frogs, and looking at them, it was like, oh, they're like toys. They're like fake, whatever. But then they were moving, and I'm not kidding. They were bright green, red, and yellow, I think. And they were moving. They were real frogs that were just like fucked. They were completely bright, and it was like, all right, what's up? What's going on? But anyway, yeah, we went to Shenzhen, said bye to Kira in the food court, and then we had fried rice that were kind of weird. And then I said goodbye to Lynn, who I'd also never see again. Well, never say never, dude. Maybe in Germany or Denmark or some other place. You know, like, whatever. Anywho, said goodbye to people. And then me and Linus talked some more, and I showed him the legendary kebab burger. And he liked it, because it's great, so why wouldn't he? And then we took line 2 together and went home. But yeah, it was such a shame, dude, that he didn't arrive till I left, because there haven't really been any other guys in Hangzhou, which I don't mind hanging out with the girls, but, you know, still would like to hang out with, like, some blokes, whatever. But, there was Aaron, who was fully AFK, didn't meet him at all. Then there was another guy who I tried to, like, get in contact with him, but he was just completely AFK as well, didn't do anything, like, didn't want to hang out. Alright, my camera cut out because I was recording for too long. Anyway, I was saying it was a shame that there were so many, No, I was saying it was a shame that Linus didn't come till the end because there weren't many guys and not many. Also, people weren't that willing to hang out, even like the girls. Like I hung out with Lynn and Kira a lot, but everyone else, I don't know if it's because I'm bad at contacting them. Like maybe it's my fault, sure. But I also think that maybe it's just like people in China, everyone's doing their own thing. Like everyone has shit they want to do, shit they want to see, and everyone's sort of living their own life. I don't know, maybe, whatever. But yeah. Also, me, it was really funny. Linus really wanted to speak native like tongue with me, because Swedish and Danish is like same thing. So Swedish is like if you're a little bit drunk maybe, and then you take a potato and then you try to speak. It's like blah blah blah. And you're like, okay, fuck, calm down, dude. But yeah, we tried that, and I spoke Danish, and he understood like 90% of what I said. I think maybe 100, and then I spoke. No, he spoke Swedish, and I understood nothing. It was like he would say 20 words, and I would get like 3 of them, and those weren't the 3 that gave you the context of the situation. So it was like really fucking hard. Like we tried having a secret conversation. He really wanted to speak, by the way. We tried having a secret conversation on the train about like Asian girls, and I could get the general gist of it, but I got like none of it. So I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. And then he tried writing it, which I suggested, I think. But reading Swedish is not easier than like understanding it. So I was like, it's not good. I don't know. It was completely fucked. I was like, I don't understand any Swedish. So yeah, if you want to talk shit about me behind my back while I'm still standing there, then speak Swedish, and I probably won't really get the gist of it. Anyway, got home, edited the Shanghai video. Ida came home, and we had some rice with meat and veggies and some fried egg and tomato, and it was pretty good. It was a little too spicy, and she said so herself. It's not me being a bitch. She said it was too spicy, and I think there was too much vinegar or something on it. Like it was pretty good though. It was good. It was just like it could have been better. I edited the Shanghai video, which I've spent so much fucking time on, and then I packed my things and got ready to leave Hangzhou in the morning, which was really, really sad actually. The thing is, I'm really sad about leaving Hangzhou, but I haven't had the time to be sad because I've been so stressed about like what's going to happen. I was more relieved that I got a family in Shenzhen and got to leave and be in Shenzhen than like I was sad about leaving Hangzhou, because like I don't know. I guess I've already been sad about having to leave when like all the news, like it's been like a few weeks now, and yeah, I was more relieved and happy I had a family in Shenzhen than I was sad that like I was leaving Hangzhou. Didn't really have time to be sad, which is kind of sad in and of itself, but fuck, dude, it is what it is. I don't know. There's not much you can do. Everything has just been really fucked up. I wish I didn't have to go through this shit, but yeah. What are you gonna do? So on the 5th of December, I woke up at 5:40, which I've had like I think 4 days or something. Like in the last week, I've had like 4 days where I've woken up at like before 6 a.m. And since I'm really, really stressed out and like fucked mentally, I don't sleep at night. So waking up at 5 a.m. means no sleep, basically. I think I've quadrupled my grey hair. Like, the hairdresser made fun of me for having grey hair. The kid was like, oh, you have white hair, let me pull it out. And now I think I'm like completely fucked because like I've had so much stress and like bullshit happening. It's really messed me up mentally, I think. Like, even, now I'm not doing these in order, but even after I'm coming to Shenzhen, meeting the family, finding out they were good, and then even the day, like, hanging out with the other au pairs, like, I still felt fucked mentally in my head. Like, it really, it's like jet lag, except not at all. Like, it just hurts my head, and I know that it's over, and I'm good, but it don't really get over it. It's, like, still messed up. Today, I'm feeling okay. I arrived on the 5th of December, like I'm telling you now, and it's the 9th now, so it's been a bit. But yeah, I feel better now. It's like I don't feel constant stress and like it doesn't like hurt. But it did, even after arriving in Shenzhen, it still was painful, even though I had nothing to worry. It's like telling someone who's afraid of heights, you're not high up anymore. But it's like, I don't know. I had nothing to worry about, but my head was still fucked, and I could feel it. But anyway, let's move on. This video is so long, but I don't know. Took the metro to Woollen Square. I forgot where the shuttle bus was, which wasn't good. Found it eventually, bought my ticket. Some condescending man was giving me shit. I asked multiple times, is this the bus for Hangzhou Airport? Because someone said Pudong, which is in Shanghai, and I really didn't want to take a bus to Shanghai randomly. So he like made fun of me in Chinese, but he was like, you could tell it was about me. And I think yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? Then we arrived at the airport, and I asked the guy in front of me, is this terminal free? Because that's where I had to get off. He said yes. I got out. The bus driver took my suitcase. I asked him, is this terminal free? And he goes, no. And I was like, well, fuck, like, what am I supposed to do? It's like, I get screwed over and stuff goes wrong so often, but I swear I play my cards, like, correctly. Like, most people wouldn't even ask, is this terminal free? I do that because I'm insecure and I'm scared that I'm going to fuck up. Then I ask, I get told yes. I'm like, okay, good. Get off the bus. And then I have to ask again. And then I find out it's not. Like, most people wouldn't even ask, is this terminal free once? I have to ask twice to actually be given, like, the correct answer. Like, Jesus, it's so fucking hard. But yeah, in the airport, everything went smooth. I got a I got a grilled chicken muffin. Because they only had they only had breakfast products, which it was like 9 a.m, so I kind of understand it, but alright, one, all the breakfast products are shit, so why do you not serve burgers? Like, at least serve the meta burgers. Like, I can understand not making some crazy one, but like, at least serve cheeseburgers or stuff. You can buy sundaes in the morning, you know how I know? Because I bought one like last week, no, the week before, when I went to Hong Kong. But, yeah, like, why can't you buy burgers in the morning? That's, like, a problem in and of itself. Some McDonald's have, like, all-day breakfast. This one doesn't even have all day, like, why can't you buy a burger? Like, and you know what the worst part is? I got more and more upset about the fact that I couldn't buy a burger, and then I was sitting and debating it. I was like, this is fucked up. Why is it like that? And then I realized something, it dawned on me. I was like, I'm in an airport. Like, if I see a dude in an airport drinking at like 9 in the morning, I don't think, oh, fuck that guy, he's an alcoholic. I think, oh, he's probably, you know, from Australia or Europe or so. Like, he's probably been on a 14-hour flight and his time zone is different and he's drinking. Like, good for him, whatever. Because funny enough, airports are an international place. So if I arrive at like 6 p.m. my time, I arrive in the airport, I don't want to be eating fucking breakfast. Like, why do they not have burgers at McDonald's? That's the first problem. But the second problem is, why do they not have burgers in an international, like, airport in McDonald's? Like, come on. Like, I don't know if it's because it's Hangzhou Airport. Like, maybe if you went to a bigger airport like Beijing, or maybe if, like, a really international one like Amsterdam, that's like a hub, like, really a big airport. Like, why, maybe they have breakfast? If anyone's been to, like, the airport in Amsterdam, do they have burgers, like, in the morning? Because I thought it was so fucked up. It's international, and they don't have burgers. Like, Jesus. If I arrive at 6 p.m. Oidoi time, and then they're only serving breakfast in an airport, it's like, fuck, whatever. See, that was the most upsetting thing that happened that day, which maybe that means that my life is going okay again, if that's the thing that's most upsetting. But I don't know. That was fucked up, alright? Anyway, I got on the plane and I had really good lunch. They asked me noodles or rice, which that's a terrible question, by the way, because that doesn't describe anything. Usually they should ask chicken or fish, or they need to ask you what the main thing is, because, like, noodle or rice, if the noodles have fish in them, I don't want them. If the rice have, like, I don't know, that's a terrible question, because the noodles or rice can be anything. You're not describing what it is. But anyway, I took noodles, and they were really good. And I actually ate the entire thing, like, the entire plate of food, not just the noodles, which I don't usually do. The noodles were good. There was a good yogurt. There was an average bun, alright, let's be real. Then there was a cake, which was good. And then there were crackers, which were also good. It was like, I don't know, that was a really good lunch meal on the plane. I was super surprised. So yeah, good shit. And then I got, oh my god, I had to walk so far. These are all first world problems, but no. From where the plane arrived in Shenzhen to the baggage claim, I think it was a 20-minute walk. And I was using the speed booster escalators, you know, the ones that just go straight, that some people think are dumb, but those people haven't been in a big airport. Yeah, I was using them, and even using the speed boost, and walking faster than, because I think I walk faster than most people. But yeah, even walking fast and using the speed boost, it took me 20 minutes to get to baggage claim, which is crazy, the airport is so big. But yeah, got my bag, and I met the two agents, which were both nice. I'm not going to name them. I'm not going to dox any more people today. And then I met the mother, who was also, you know, she didn't speak much, but yeah, she was like, hello, I'm nice, and I'm like, alright, nice to meet you. And then we took an Uber to the family house, which, the family house is located kind of far away from everything. It's like an hour by train, which is kind of an issue in and of itself. But then I also realized, it's going to cost me a bunch of money, because I live so far away that taking the metro costs like, you know, more than it would if I lived closer, obviously. And then I have to do that like twice, back and forth, like very often. It's going to be expensive. I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm kind of upset about that. But anyway, we had lunch together, and it was embarrassing. I didn't know how to eat the stuff in the soup, because it's just big chunks of meat and there's stuff, I don't know. And they asked me if I wanted more stuff, and I said "buya shishi," which means no thank you. And then they all laughed, and I was like, okay. Which I'm kind of repeating the same stuff that I said in the last video, because that's, you know, a daily recap, I guess, of what's happening, where this is weekly. But I'll put it in anyway for those that care. But yeah, we had lunch together. I met the nanny, and she spoke really good English. And then I met their 1-year-old son, and yeah. Then at 5:50, I went with the mum to pick up the son. The first thing he did when he saw me was give me a hug, which was really surprising. I was like, okay, shit, you're not shy at all. And then walking home, he was so distracted by everything. It was like, you really had to keep track of him and hold his hand so he didn't run off. And then he would randomly yell, like, let it go. Like, he's really into Frozen. But I think those are, like, the only words he knows. I'm trying to teach him to say the cold never bothered me anyway, but he kind of butchers it. I don't know. It's okay. And then, yeah, he took some milk he wasn't supposed to drink and got in trouble with the mum for that. Which she actually got him in trouble. She put him in, like, a chair, like, in the corner as a punishment, I guess, which I think I've seen similar things. I don't think I had, maybe? Whatever. Anyway, it was cool that he actually got punished, because I swear some parents... But yeah, and then we had dinner, which was super nice. And everyone was super nice. Like, everyone was laughing. It was me, the mum, her friend, and the nannies. And yeah, everyone was laughing, and the nanny kept saying, oh, we really like you. You're talking a lot. And she was like being super nice, because, yeah, she speaks English and she's super nice. And they thought my name sounded like email. So they asked if they could... They asked me if I had a Chinese nickname, and I was like, nickname? A Chinese name. And I said no, and then they're like, alright, we'll call you email in Chinese. Which, it sounds like Eugene, except Chinese version. It's like Yudian or something. I don't know. Anyway, the only person that calls me it is the, I think the nanny who doesn't speak any English. They have two nannies. And the nanny that speaks no English calls me it, and yeah, it's cool. Whatever. Anyway, after dinner, I listened to some YouTube songs with the boy, like Frozen and some other stuff, and I gave him his present, and he was actually excited about it. He said, like, he got it, he opened it, and he was like, wow, and I was like, oh, he's happy. Then he opened it, he said wow, like, 3 times. I was like, okay, I guess he's happy about it, cool. And, yeah, then we went out in the apartment complex, where there were so many, kids and parents and chilling and stuff. And he ran around all hyper crazy, and I sort of had to try to follow him. And then he was riding his bike around and just being crazy. And eventually he ran into a music school where all these, like, I don't know if they were 6 years old or 8 years old, however old they were. But they were crazy about me. There were 8 girls, and they were all like, hello, how are you? And I was like, I'm good. And they were like, what's your name? And they were being all crazy. And, like, they were pushing each other to ask me questions because I guess they were shy. But not shy enough that they wouldn't, stand around me in a circle. Yeah. But yeah, they were all, like, very nice. And they were very fascinated, I guess. And they all spoke really good English, by the way. Like, they could all, like, yeah. And then my kid went down from the music place, which was upstairs. Ran down. I ran after him because I need to know where he is. And then he went onto the middle of the path, peed on the street, and I was like, I didn't need to see that. And then he ran up again. I was like, fuck. But yeah, it was impossible to get to listen and come home. I was trying to, like, do my best, but yeah. But he means well. He's just, crazy hyper 4-year-old doing what he wants. But still being punished if he's doing stupid shit. So at least the mum and the nanny are good. I like that. Got home at like 9:10. And then I went upstairs where me and the nanny still couldn't get the Wi-Fi to work. The Wi-Fi didn't work for the whole day. It doesn't work. It's still not working as of filming this right now. But yeah. Okay, so then we have the 6th of December. This is such a long video. I have so much shit to say. So much has happened this week. It's been crazy, alright? So I guess I should have said that at the beginning. Buckle up or whatever. But I woke up at 6:30, had a shower, breakfast, which was a mix of rice porridge and soup, which it was better than plain rice porridge, but it wasn't good. I didn't like it. And then there was some bread bun thingy, and there was some sweet potato, sweet potato is pretty good. It's okay. She goes alright. And then, yeah, I took the boy to kindergarten with the dad, and the dad took me to the metro, which is, I think it's like a 15-minute walk from the house. It's not too, it's not annoying far away, but it is kind of far. But whatever. He didn't speak any English. We used a translation thing. But yeah, he's super nice and smiley, and I don't know. I like him. He's cool. And then after I went straight towards the agency where I had to change from line 4. From line 4, I go all the way pretty much. And then I changed to line 3 at Children's Palace where I met one of the other au pairs, the only other guy that's here. And he's cool. We walked together to the agency, and yeah, he's cool. And then we met another girl as well on our way. And then, yeah, we were at the agency. And they knew so much Chinese. They'd been there for less time than me, but they knew, like, so much Chinese. So yeah, I blame the agency because I had lessons once a week that were 1 hour on Skype, and they were shit. So I blame the agency, but I probably could have done some, like, learning on my own if I was motivated. I just always put it off. I have, like, 5 different sentences I really need to learn. Like, I don't know Chinese. Like 5 different things, but I don't know. I always put it off because I'm busy. But they knew a lot. But I got training, which was a PowerPoint presentation full of common sense. Like, if the parents do this, be nice. Don't be an idiot. Do, like, really common sense stuff. Like, definitely a waste of time. I didn't need it. I don't even know. Some people might need it. I'm not sure. Like, it was really common sense to me. There was nothing in there where I was like, huh, that's surprising. Alright. But yeah. I went back to their lesson and just listened, and they did their lesson. I didn't understand anything. Then we went to a Walmart, which was, am I looking too much at the screen and not enough at the camera? We went to a Walmart, which was pretty big, and we bought snacks and dinner for our trip on the 7th to the 8th, because we were told that we had to provide our own dinner at night, and we had to, provide our own breakfast the next morning and snacks. So we bought a bunch of stuff, and we also bought lunch inside the Walmart, which was like really cheap. I can't remember how much, but really cheap, and it was like decent noodles, so that was cool. But yeah, I got home, internet was still not working, so I sat in the lounge, but there's a 1-year-old kid that's very interested in me and even more so in my computer. And it's not like he just wants to watch. He actually wants to slam the computer. So I'm sort of like, please don't. But yeah. And then, I don't know, the mum came in and she was like, oh, the Wi-Fi's not working. So I don't know if it's annoying for like the family if I sit in the lounge. I can't really tell. But whatever. Yeah, I picked up the kid from school. And I thought his name was Vicky, which I thought was weird because it's a girl's name, but that's what they told me his name was. So I called him Vicky all day. Then I found out that on the way home, I got sent a message, and I found out his name is Ricky, and I was like, aha, that makes a lot more sense. I don't know why in China, or in Asia in general, I guess, why you would call your kid something that starts with R or L. Like, that's just asking for trouble, to be honest. But, yeah, that made so much more sense. On the way home, he was like a lot to handle, like everywhere, like he's just hyper as fuck. But we got home and then we had dinner, which was really good dinner actually. It was fried rice, noodles, vegetables, and some other like a lot of good stuff. I pointed to different vegetables. I was like, "This is a carrot. This is right." And then the mum takes some vegetable and asks me what it's called, and I'm like, "I don't know." And she's like, I'm kind of hoping she doesn't think I'm bad at English, because she's just like, because I didn't know it in English or Danish. It's not because I'm bad at English, it's because I don't eat vegetables. Like, who eats vegetables? Like, let's be real. And when I do, I eat meta vegetables, like, carrots or cucumbers. I don't eat anything interesting. But she's like, oh, you don't have these in your country? And I was like, yes, that's the one. Totally. Which maybe we definitely do. I just have no clue what it was. But yeah. Then after dinner I played with the kid, and he was very naughty, and yeah, he got in trouble for hitting me, which I didn't notice he hit me, because he's 4 years old, so at most it's like sort of touching me. But the nanny was like, don't do that, and then she told me, we don't beat anyone here, and I was like, sure. But I guess it's good they're explaining it at a young age, because if he's like 10 years old and hitting me, it probably will hurt a bit. And also, I actually have a friend who her kid hits her. So, yeah, I'm really glad that this family is actually like good at, enforcing rules and making sure that the kid doesn't just like roll over people and do what he wants. Then he had this book where you could open the pages and there was like an orange thing, and then when you open it, it said orange, like a learning book, and he just ripped all of those, like all of the pop-outs off, so the book is useless now. And at first I was trying to make him stop, and then gave up, and then me and the nanny just watched him ruin the book, and we're just like, oh, please. And he took my computer, and I was like, no, don't. But yeah, we played with some dinosaurs, and then we did some reading. And it's not too hard, it's very mentally taxing to have to like, phew, because he's like hyper and flying around and you're like, yes, you're trying to keep up. So it's mentally draining, I guess. The weekends are going to be long, which I'm actually filming this on a Saturday, so I obviously have some time to myself. But yeah. Also I have to interact with his 1-year-old brother. The parents have set up first, not so much, and then they want me to put more time into that. I think I'm getting a new schedule. Which the 1-year-old brother's okay. He's like pretty cute, I guess. I don't know. He's okay. Like nothing bad to say. He's pretty cool. Whatever. He just walks around and like is always about to fall, basically, because I guess he walks faster than his legs can keep up with. But yeah, after he went to bed, I just sat on my PC in the living room for a little bit, and awkwardly said good night to the mum. And yeah, that was it. I don't know. Okay, now we have the 7th of December, which was the Thursday, I guess, which I've written this down on my phone, not my computer, but anyway, yeah, woke up at 6 a.m. because I had to be at the agency at 7:50 to leave for our trip. So I had to wake up at 6 a.m., which I told the nanny the day before. I was like, don't make breakfast for me because I have to leave early to go on this trip. And she was like, okay, how early? And I was like, 6 a.m. And she's like, oh, that's so early. And I was like, yeah, that's why you don't need to make breakfast for me. And she was like, no, we will. So I woke up and had 8 dumplings for breakfast. And yeah, they were good. Even though I insisted they didn't have to. Then I met at the agency with people, and we left at 8 a.m. And everyone was worried about me wearing shorts. People keep saying that, which in Denmark it makes sense. Like, you're wearing shorts, you're an idiot. Here it's legitimately 20 degrees. It's hotter than Hangzhou. Hangzhou was cold, so like wearing shorts there, it's like, eh. But it's 20 degrees here. Like, people are like, why are you wearing shorts? I'm like, because it's sunny. Like, Jesus Christ. What do you, like, you're the weird one. You're not wearing shorts in like nice weather. Like, jeez. But anyway. Yeah, got on the bus. It was a 4-hour bus ride to where we were going, which I still don't know what it's called. And we went to some town where there was a villa, and then we went more far away to go sightseeing. And I don't know what the two things were called. But yeah, anyway, 4-hour bus ride, which was good fun. I sat with 0 leg room and a bag on top of me, and yeah. But getting to know people was cool. Like, people were talking a bit about life back home, and you know, I got to know people a little bit. Like, I don't know. I'm like, it's always so fucking awkward having to meet like a bunch of people at once. I feel like, because I'm just shy and awkward. But anyway, bus ride was good. Talked a bit to people, and yeah. Then we had lunch at this restaurant with a bunch of dishes, which it was pretty average. I found one dish that had really good meat in it, but the rest were like, it was very average. I wasn't, you know, meh. Okay? Then we arrived at this villa we were going to at 1 p.m., which, the villa was really nice. It was very big, like 4 stories. And the neighborhood was weird though, because there were all these other villas that were like identical, but they were all empty, so I don't get it. But anyway, we got there. Me and the guy, we'll call him Yuri because that's his name. We took we shared a bedroom which had 2 large beds in it, and it was pretty good. So yeah, there you go. And then yeah, we chilled in the villa for a little bit before we had to go out and do some sightseeing. So then we had to spend 2 hours more on a bus, which we'd spent 4 hours. Then we drove 2 hours to the sightseeing place, and we also had to get home. So in total, we spent 8 hours of the day in a bus, which, I don't know. I actually enjoy driving, though, because I don't have to think. I can turn my brain off. And also, you don't really have anything to do, so you're just talking with each other. I don't know, this bus ride was pretty good, I think. But at one point, I was just about to die. Like, me and, like, 3 other girls had to use the bathroom so much, and he's like, we can't stop here, we can't stop, we can't stop. So we waited, like, 2 hours, and I thought I was about to die, but here I am, you know, didn't die. But yeah, the sightseeing place was pretty alright. Like, it was decent. There was like these mountains and these buildings on the mountain, like these really old ones, like poor Chinese people basically. And then they had all this food out, like chickens that had been squished like a shit ton, and rats that had been squished a shit ton, and like, yeah, I don't know. It was interesting is the word we'll use. But yeah, I got some nice photos, and I got some B-roll footage. I didn't actually film like any hello it's me, like I didn't do any vlogging, but yeah, which I don't even know if it was worth doing, so there you go. But yeah, it was pretty dark when we got there though, which kind of sucked because light is, you know, important. But what are you gonna do? Then we stopped at this random street food place-ish, for dinner, where I had Bowser, I think it's called Bowser rolls. Had 4 of them, and they were pretty good. And then I had this chicken rice thing in seaweed, like wrapped in seaweed, and that was decent as well. And it was all 20 RMB, so you know, cheap as chips. Well, cheaper than chips, but yeah. It was okay for random street food, but we had to pay for it, which the agency provided the trip and gave us time off, and like, I don't know, the trip is amazing. Like, I'm very, very appreciative. But it's kind of weird that we had to pay dinner ourselves, which, we were supposed to make pasta for dinner that we'd gone out and bought at Walmart the day before, like I mentioned. But then we were out so late that we bought this dinner instead. But yeah, we had to pay for dinner, and then also breakfast the next day. And then basically we had to pay for every meal. But yeah, it was okay. But anyway, driving home, I sat next to a girl called Pia. I really don't know if I should mention people's names. I guess no one gives a shit though, because it's like if I say I sat next to Peter, it's like, oh okay, Peter. There's about a million of those, and then like, I guess if I say I sat next to Peter Pan, then you'll know who I'm talking about because there's only one of them. But like, I don't know. I feel bad doxing people, but it's not really. I don't. Maybe I'm the only one that cares. Anywho, I sat next to her, and which I actually did on the way to the site, to the villa, and to the sightseeing place as well. So, but she was sleeping there. Also, we changed seats, so I actually had leg room. So she was the one who got fucked over. But I think she was okay with it, because she said that she didn't need as much. I don't know. Maybe she wasn't. Maybe I screwed her over. I think I didn't though, but we'll see. But anyway, talked with her about a bunch of different shit, and discussed music as well, which she had really good taste in music. There were like a lot of artists where I was like, that's pretty good. And then also she had 29 Blink songs, which Blink 182 is really fucking good. I don't even know like 29 of them. So I was very impressed. I was like, oh shit, you have so much good music, and like, wow, damn. But yeah, nice talk. It was cool. Like that's what I said with the bus thing. Like you can just relax. If you're not talking to someone, you can turn your brain off and just have your thoughts to yourself and just think about stuff. And if you are talking to someone, then you know you can get in a deep conversation, and there aren't really any I don't know. It was nice. So anyway, cool talk, cool bus ride. I don't think I needed to pee on the way home. I feel like every bus ride I was like dying till we got to a like stop to pee. But I don't think on the way home that was the case. But maybe it was. I don't know. Alright, then we got home to the villa, and we were just in the living room eating a shit ton of snacks. And there were some girls singing karaoke. There were some people playing I don't know what it's called. Some Chinese game. I can't remember the name. And I don't really want to butcher the pronunciation anyway. But they were playing that. And I was just chilling. One of the agent ladies was like, you look bored. Which, I mean, I don't know. I was content. I was really fucking tired though. And also it's like, I'm shy and awkward. So it's like, I don't know, talking about shit. But anyway, it was like, yeah, it was chill. Everyone was chilling, and there was snacks and meh. Then we got informed that, like I said, we had to pay for every meal. So the like restaurant meal we apparently had to pay for, which everyone was like, what the fuck? It cost 70 RMB, which is like, that's ridiculous. That's so much money for like broke or peers, because like my most expensive meal previous to that one has been like 30 RMB. You can get at least 2 good meals for 70 RMB. Probably like maybe free. Like you can get a lot of good food. Like I told you, like I ate for like, 15 RMB last week. Like you can get a lot of good food. Granted, this is in a restaurant, yes, but 70 is still ridiculous. And I think it was more that like, when I paid 30, it was in a nice restaurant. The restaurant we ate at wasn't, very, like, it wasn't crazy nice or anything. And I don't think it was, like, the money that was the biggest issue, at least not for me. It was more the communication. We didn't get told, hey, we're going to this restaurant. What food do you want us to order? Because, like, who eats fish, really? Like, I don't think anyone really touched the fish. And it's like, didn't ask what we wanted to order, just ordered for us. Didn't ask us if we were okay with, the pricing, because if they'd said, oh, it's 70 RMB, we would have been like, oh, let's go anywhere else. Like, we would have been fine with anything, People don't give a shit. Like, cup noodles. Like, who cares? So it was more that we didn't get informed. We didn't get up. Yeah, we could have gone to a food court as well, and then everyone could have ordered whatever they wanted specifically. We didn't get asked what we wanted, or like, yeah. So it's kind of a bamboozle situation. But, yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, I think we just should have been asked, and then it would have been fine. People would have been like, okay. There's more, yeah, the way it was handled. Which, communication in China is, generally speaking, pretty great. So there you go. And yeah, then we chilled in the villa. And yeah, that was when I got told I was bored, and I was like, I don't know. I'm tired and awkward. Alright, leave me alone. And then yeah, the agency went to bed. There were like 4 different ladies from the agency. And then people brought out some alcohol, which someone had brought baijiu, I think it's called, which is like the equivalent of like Japanese sake, or yeah, like really strong alcohol that honestly smells like like stuff you clean windows with or something. Like it's awful, and it tastes even worse than it smells, which is kind of impressive. But yeah, we drank that, and then there was some vodka, but I think only 2 people brought alcohol. I didn't actually know there was going to be alcohol. Otherwise, I could have brought some as well, I suppose. But yeah, there was a bit of vodka for everyone, a bit of baijiu, and then yeah, the chill. And then, like I said, all the snacks and stuff. And then this is where things got interesting. This was actually the fun, like probably one of the best parts of the trip for me, I think. Everyone, it was like, I think I had tested people the day before when we were in Walmart. I was like, how do you guys like China? Because in Hangzhou, everyone complained so much about being an au pair and like China in general, and everyone was counting down the days to leave and stuff. And I was like, I think I was the person that liked China the most, which is obviously why I tried to find a new family and didn't just go home after being fucked. So I was like, yeah. So I asked them, and they were like, yeah, it's okay at times. But yeah, this conversation after the agency went to bed, it was so fun. It was just everyone bitching and complaining about China, like fuck this and fuck that, fuck the money, fuck the like kids, agency, this, so all these issues, you know, and it's kind of like everyone like is fucking, I don't know. It's just it's so messed up, and everyone was counting down the days and like, oh, I have this many days, I have this many months and stuff like that. It was really funny, but if I had come to China now and been there for 2 days and gone on the trip, it probably would have been the scariest conversation of my life, because it would have been like, you all hate China so much? Like, geez, oh my god, I just came here and now I hear that it's so bad. Oh, like, whoa. Like, it would have been the scariest conversation to hear ever if you just arrived. But luckily, I've been here for 4 months, so I know exactly what they're saying and what they've been through and what they're, like, thinking. I can totally, like, sympathize with everything, basically. But yeah, it's also hard because like you can't speak with anyone else about this. Like my family, they're not going to understand. Friends, you know, you can't really explain it. It's like it's so fucked. It's like, and it's all the small things and they add up. It's like hard to explain the issues of China. But yeah, that's why if you go on the Chinese subreddit, like Reddit China, it's also all these people living in China, all of them complaining about hating China. Which I think everyone likes China deep down. It's like it's a cool country, but at the same time, there's just so much shit where it's like, oh, fuck. So yeah. But what was I gonna say? I think I had more to add on to that. But yeah, it's just you have all these issues and you can't explain them to anyone else. Also, I think it would be easy if you weren't an au pair, because a lot of issues stem from like the agency sometimes, which this agency is good, so hopefully not. And then the family. Some people, like, I think 90% of like the experience here is if you have a good or bad family. If you have a bad family, it's like pack your things and go home. It's just fucked. It's so bad. It's like, this is one of the most RNG based things in like life. It's like if you get a good family, best experience ever. Bad family, worst experience ever. There's nothing like, it's just so unlucky for some people. But yeah. Anyway, we sat on this couch. We big sofa, and everyone just complained about China and their issues and everything going on, and it was fucking hilarious. Everyone's laughing too. Someone would say some shit and be like, "This is fucked," and would be like, everyone was laughing. It was a really great time, a great conversation, and yeah, so yeah, we sat there and did that. It would have been so funny to have that recorded because there was so much funny shit being said and stuff. But yeah. Then we went to bed at like 4 a.m. So yeah, we basically just sat on the couch all night. Well, not all night, but you know, speaking. And it was good. It was really enjoyable. That's like a good memory. But yeah. And then most people decided to go to bed, so I did as well. And yeah, that was the 7th of December, which is the Thursday. Alrighty, it is a few hours later. Shit got in the way. It's like he was napping and then he woke up. So yeah, basically, shit gets in the way and it's hard to have like time. But anyway, also I found out that a 4-year-old can walk up the Harry Potter steps, which I showed in my last video. I was actually kind of thinking, oh, now I have privacy. They can't get up here, but they can. So it's fuck me. Anyway, ordinarily I would end the video here with my finishing thoughts, which by the way, I've been in China for 4 months now. I think I forgot to say that. Now that it's December, I've been in China for 4 months. But anyway, I would normally end here with my final thoughts and whatnot, but since the trip, I feel like I can't start next week's weekly recap with, oh, here's the other half of the trip, because it was a 2-day trip. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to give the Friday, the 8th of December, and then next week it'll be a 6-day weekly recap instead of 7, which I know this video's already gone on for way too long. So much stuff to say, but I feel like it makes more sense to have the whole trip packed in. Otherwise it's awkward, alright? So, deal with it. Alright. 8th of December. Woke up at 9 a.m., which, oh my god, when I woke up I was like, fuck. So 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. Not a good time. But yeah, woke up, and then I had... What happened? Me and the other guy were like the first people up, I think. Some people sort of strolled down at 10. Otherwise, I think maybe girls are just slow at showering. That's honestly probably the case, to be honest. But anywho, people were making pancakes. I didn't really help. I'm not going to credit myself. I overlooked it and was like, this is happening. Basically, it was done not on a pan. It was like a... Wait, it wasn't a pan. It was like a wok thing, I think, and it could not make pancakes. So they were terrible. So then they gave up trying to do that and then instead made like scrambled eggs, but with pancake batter, which turned out semi-okay. A lot of sugar was put on top, and then we all just sat with chopsticks and like fished little like bits of scrambled pancake with sugar. So it was, it is what it is. It's alright. Pretty good. And then some other girls made the pasta we were supposed to eat for dinner, so we had that for breakfast/lunch, which I guess is brunch. So there you go. And the pasta was, I should say, I'm biased because I really fucking hate pasta. Like, I just think it's terrible. Like, pesto pasta, carbonara, like, it's, you can do okay stuff, but generally speaking, I think pasta's like pretty meh. But everyone else was so excited about it and said it was like one of their best meals in China and it was really, really good. I thought it was like an average Western meal, which I would compare to an average Chinese meal, and it definitely didn't beat good Chinese food or good, yeah, but that's because I'm biased again. It was, it was good, it was fine, I'm not talking shit, like, it was decent, I'm not a pasta person. But, yeah. Then we left the mansion. We were supposed to leave at 12, which is really early, because we were supposed to go home at 9 o'clock, so it was like full 2 days. But then they extended the time, and then we spent more time in the mansion. I hope you can't hear my phone. More time in the mansion, and then we spent some time in like some parks and just chilled and went around. Yeah, just chilling. And then we had the bus ride home again, which I think to start off with in the bus ride, people were really fucking tired because no one had gotten any sleep, so people were mostly sleeping and just chilling. Then I think there was a bathroom break where I again needed to use the bathroom. Like, multiple people were like, oh, well. Actually, that was the worst one. That was the one where people were like ready to fly out the door before it even opened. But yeah, anyway. I think after that, everyone had woken up and the people that had slept couldn't sleep anymore. So that's when the party bus really started rolling. That was a good time. Yeah, everyone's just talking. We're chilling, having fun. I'm looking at my notes, by the way. Talked a bunch. I talked to the girl I sat next to. Did I mention her name before or not? We'll pretend I didn't. Alright. But yeah, I talked to her a bunch again. Talked about movies with her, and she liked some good stuff. And then also the other guy. I swear to God, I could tell that he had good taste. I don't know how. I don't think I'm the greatest at reading people, but I have an idea. But yeah, I really wanted to ask him about like what movies he watched, because he seemed like the sort of person that would be into good shit. And then he goes, yeah, I I can't remember what movies he's definitely mentioned Imitation Game, where I was like, oh, yep, called it, yep. And then he mentioned some other like movies that you'd say those are good. And then he mentioned King's Speech and said that was his favorite movie. And I was like, okay, yeah. So yeah, I predicted he had good taste. Like, if King's Speech is your favorite movie, then like, you know, that says a lot. I think actually asking someone what their favorite movie is says a lot about the person. Especially if they can then justify. I hate people that are just like, what's your favorite movie? Oh, well, this random popular movie. Why? It's just good. Like, I'd like someone to be able to say they like the story or something resonates with them or the editing is good or the soundtrack is, like, have some reason for it. But yeah, I just thought it was funny that, like, I was sitting there going, he probably likes some good movies. What has he got? And then he says King's Speech. I'm like, oh, shit, got him. He recommended me watch some movies, and I will definitely have to do that because they sounded good. And again, he has good taste, so should do that. And there was a girl that knew Whiplash as well, which I feel like not many people have watched that movie. Which, that might be fucking bullshit, to be honest. I'm not sure. But anyway, she's like, yeah, good movie. I'm like, yeah, love that. I'm like, yes, yeah, good movie. It's like fucking amazing. I want to do like an in-depth analysis of Whiplash. It'll come out eventually when I get the time. But anyway, yeah. And then, what's it called? Oh, there was a girl who was running the party bus music. We had a speaker, and she also had great taste in music. It was like I was thoroughly impressed. She was playing like pop songs, but they were like good pop songs. They weren't ones where you're just thinking fucking like off me right now, I want to die. Like, they were good pop songs, and I was like, okay. And then she played like Post Malone, and I was like, oh, okay. And then oh, the night before when we were sitting in the sofa just talking shit, Joji came on, the Will He song, which that song's fucking amazing. Will He and I Don't Want to Waste My Time are like really fucking good. I love those. But yeah, I was really impressed that like she played Joji, Post Malone, good pop music, and then also Skepta. Skepta came on and I was sort of listening to it and I was like, this is either Skepta or JME. And then yeah, I asked her and it was Skepta. And she recommended 2 songs and I don't have Wi-Fi so I haven't listened to them yet. But they're probably good. But yeah, I was like really impressed. I was like, a girl with good music taste? Like, what the fuck? I don't want to be a dick, but like, every single party I've ever gone to, the girls are always blasting some really fucking terrible shit. And if you look at my sister as well, it's the same sort of like awful. Like, I don't know what the standard is, but it's like, girls at parties always blast like the most like shitty, I don't even know. It's like really average pop music that's like either average or bad. Or it's just, you know, a top 20 pop song, which, like, there's not so much wrong with that, but it's kind of like, okay, like, you know, okay, like, good, whatever. So I was impressed. And I guess, yeah, the girl I talked to the day before also had good music, like I said, in her playlist. I saw a shit ton. So not all good girls have shit music taste, apparently. I seriously thought so, because every single party I've been to, shit music. My sister, shit music. Girlfriend I have is, that's with a space by the way, also shit music. I remember we were at a friend's place and she decided she was going to play the music and she skipped like 10 good songs and then she put on some garbage. So yeah, shout out to her if she watches this. But yeah, that was like, how do you, like, yeah, I was impressed. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I was very, very, very impressed that like, good music, alright? Anywho, moving on. We stopped for dinner. No, well, it was a bathroom break. We stopped for a bathroom break, which I guess that's the one where after that people were talking. So I guess I messed up the order. Well, we stopped for bathroom break where we had dinner. People had Burger King. I've boycotted Burger King. Fuck that. Like, don't eat Burger King. I almost died, I swear to God. But there was some, like, food court thingy, and I had some very cheap noodles, and they were pretty good. It was fried noodles, but they were a bit too oily, but, like, I'm not going to talk too much shit about the random, like, bus, service station, like, 10 RMB noodles. Like, let's be real here. Like, what do you expect? But, yeah, they were good. And then, yeah, just a solid bus ride. Everyone's chilling, everyone's good. And then after, we arrived home at 8 p.m. and we were supposed to be home at 9 p.m. So then we all just pretty much everyone agreed that we should, go hang out somewhere. So then we went to Coco Park, which I don't know if it's relevant to say that, but we did. And then we went to this place. Oh, this is like fucking embarrassing. We went to this place where they had like hipster cafe drink sort of area. And then we went there, and then two people wanted food, but they didn't want any, like, both. They shared a thing of food. And when I mean food, I don't know what they had, but it's not like real food. It's like eating nachos or something. I think they had like they had something. But anyway, they shared some dish, and then they got drinks with that. And it should be said, we were 9 au pairs coming there. So they actually had to move tables to make like a long big table for us because we all sat together. And yeah, I think they were excited. They're like, oh shit, 9 foreigners, we're going to make money. What they didn't know was it's 9 broke au pairs that are all like idiots. But yeah, so we sit down, they order, get drinks. Then it gets to my friend, like the guy with the good movie taste, I guess. I don't know how I feel about saying people's name. It's like awkward not doing it, but it's awkward doing it. Oh, whatever. Anyway, it gets to him and he's like, I'm good. And then it gets to me and I'm like, and the guy that was like taking the orders didn't really get that. And then I said it as well, he was like, eh. And it seemed like he was kind of annoyed. And then the next like the girl group, they just took forever to order. They were just sitting there like, because they didn't really want anything. I think one girl ordered a Coke and another girl ordered another drink. But basically no one ordered anything. And like it was like he hated us. He just walks away, stares at us for a fuck ton of time, and we're all sitting there like kind of embarrassed, I think. Like, fuck, that's like awkward. He hates us. But then he can't, like, we get 2 things. Everyone gets their drinks, the people that ordered. 5 minutes pass, and then two things of fries get put on the table, and we're like, who ordered this? What? Who, what, and where? How did it get right there? And then someone puts their hand up and goes like, we didn't order this, and then he's like, no, it's for free, and that was just the funniest shit ever. Like 9, and then he instantly asked us if we were students, so he knew we were poor, I guess. But no, it was funny. It's like 9 dumb au pairs sit down. Pretty much no one orders anything, and then we get free fries, and we're like, all right. And we looked on the menu. 2 things of fries would have been 50 RMB, and I think the total ordering at the table was 100. So it's like, okay then. But it was pretty funny. Got free fries because we're dumb and we look dumb and shit. But yeah. And then I went home at 9 p.m. and took the train, which took forever. And I was home at like 10, a little past 10, I think. And then I met my host mom briefly and was like, hello, what's up, And then she was like, I asked her what time I had to wake up, and she's like, you've traveled the last 2 days, so you can sleep in. You can sleep for a long time. You can sleep till 9. And I was like, oh, thank you. That's like really generous of you, actually thinking about the fact that I might be tired from my trip. But, like, she doesn't have to. She could just think, work, fuck, like, it's your problem, you have a trip. I looked at my schedule, though, and apparently it says 9 a.m. on the schedule, so it's like, it would have been the same, I guess. But it sounds like she wants me to wake up earlier than 9 a.m. Because she said 8 first, and then she changed it to 9. It was like, oh, you have your trip. But it says 9 a.m. on the schedule, so that's what I'm doing, I think. But it was nice of her to think the way she did, so I appreciate it. And yeah, that was my Friday, the 8th of December. Okay? I don't know if you can hear the military men outside. They're yelling. But, yeah, that was this week. It's been, like, I feel like every week gets progressively crazier. It's like, alright, well, I've been told I have to leave at the end of the month. Alright, I've been told I have to leave at the end of this week. Alright, I'm homeless. I don't know where to go. Alright, I'm couch surfing at this lady's house. Alright, now I'm in Shenzhen and I found a place to live. It's like every week just gets fucking crazier. Like next weekly recap will be shot from some crazy place where I'll be like, yeah, this happened. Ooh, I got kidnapped, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's like, it's a crazy slope of, like, emotions and bullshit. Also, oh, I forgot to say, I had these breakfast muffins that I bought for the breakfast because we had to provide our own breakfast. But then I didn't end up eating them because we had the pasta for breakfast because we didn't have it for dinner. And I just ate those muffins just now before recording this, and they were really fucking good. They were like 10 RMB Walmart muffins, and they were 10 out of 10s. And then I forgot to mention, when I went to the airport to go from Hangzhou to Xi'an, I just want to give a shout out to the Hangzhou airport because like everyone hates airports. I think you meet the worst people in airports. They're always cunts. But the people in Hangzhou airport, it was so nice. Like I got there, I did my putting on the suitcase, checking that in, and then I did the security check, which is the worst part by far of the airport. It's like fucking awful. You want to die. But the security check was really, really nice. You waddled up, and then it was one person at a time. You went to a man first and took all your shit out, and then you put it in the box, which I know this sounds like you do at every airport, but normally at airports, I feel like you put your shit in while there's like 10 people behind you also putting their shit in, and it's stressful. And then once it gets to the other side of the conveyor belt, you have to like rush to get all your stuff back in your bag because there's like more coming and more people being annoying. Here it was like super chill and slow. And he put my bag through while I still had my laptop in. I was like, oh, I still have my laptop in. And then he just moved it back and got it. It was like super fucking chill. And yeah, like it happened when I went from Hangzhou to Xi'an. It was obviously the same airport. And it was super fucking chill as well. So I don't know what's with that airport. I can't remember the airport in Beijing. And I can't remember from Xi'an to Hangzhou how that was. But I'm guessing since I'm not complaining about it, or like since I can't remember it, it probably wasn't bad. But yeah, the Hangzhou airport was such an enjoyable like security check. I was really, really happy. Also, like, holy shit, they were thorough. The guy in front of me got like checked everywhere. They checked his like shoes and like they spent more time on his legs than most people spend on the whole body. And I was like, oh shit, okay. And then they did the same thing to me, and I was like, okay, I guess they're just thorough here. And they did it to the lady after me while I was packing my bag, so it was like no discrimination. So yeah, that happened. Also, extra airport. I completely forgot all the airport stuff. I just said, oh, I flew and had the best lunch ever. In the airport, I bought a drink at the gate. And usually airports fuck you with pricing. I think last time when I went to Xi'an, I mentioned that I bought a 5 RMB drink, and I was like really happy about that because that's, not very expensive. That's like the same as going anywhere else, like that isn't a supermarket sort of deal. But in the airport at the gate, I bought a drink, and it said it was 3.5 RMB. Then when I went to pay for it, it said 18, but then she wrote 3.5 on a calculator. And yeah, like 3.5 for a drink is insane at an airport. It's in like cheap supermarkets where they have fuck ton of stuff, like Walmart for example, it would cost 2.8. But in every single 7-Eleven, Family Mart, whatever other convenience store, they cost basically 3.8, and some of them mark it up to 4. So it was cheaper in the airport than buying it at 7-Eleven, which is just crazy. I was really, really happy and like impressed by that. I was like, whoa, really? So that's just my airport. Like, I forgot to mention that. I thought it was like really good. That airport experience was so good, other than the fact that McDonald's is fucking retarded and doesn't have like international time zones, like Jesus Christ. But yeah, that airport experience was really, really great, and the plane was great. It was, yeah, that was really, really good. But anyway, it's been a crazy week. I don't know if I have anything else to say. 4 months in China now, spending Christmas here, and it's not Christmassy at all, but hey, it is what it is. I keep saying that, but it really is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. It's like 4 months here. I'm happy here. That's obviously why I wanted to find a new family. I really want to stay in China. I'm kind of overwhelmed at the moment with like how because Shenzhen is a huge city and I live like an hour away from everything, so I can't even easily go to places. But yeah, I'm sure I'll like keep making stops and like get more familiar with the city, and it's all going to be great. All the others love Shenzhen and say it's a great city, which probably is. Like, I can imagine so. It's really, it's good here, so. Yeah, I hope to keep enjoying China and keep complaining about the au pair life. And that's basically it, I think. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you've made it this far, could you, like, leave a comment? Because, like, I don't know, it's crazy. This is, like, a fucking long video. I think this is simultaneously the best and worst video. Because it's the best because there's so much content. Like, so much fucking shit has happened this week. But at the same time, it's the worst because who wants to hear me ramble on for so long? Like, it's grueling. It's got to hurt your ears, right? Anyway, I love you all as usual. Next week you will hear from me in some bunker or kidnapped or something because, like, it can only get crazier. Oh, in case you haven't watched my last video, I'll give you a room tour, right? This is my desk, which is, like, really messy already. This is the Pepsi I'm going to do a review of soon. This is mess as well. You got Mickey Mouse chilling with a blue Pepsi because he only drinks the best. Then you have a water thing that I don't know. An air thing I don't get. Then you have my bed, which it's really big and it's actually, you sleep comfortably in it. Can I show you how, like, it goes down? Oh, fuck, okay. Like, it's pretty, it's like springy. It's not soft, but it's not hard. I sleep in the wrong end of the bed because I like having my phone on this, because if I sleep up there, it's kind of, I don't know, there's nothing to put my phone on or charge. Then you have, the windows, which, oh my god, this whole apartment, and not just this apartment, all the apartments, if you look across, they have bars on the windows. Like, if I want to pay a shit ton of money for an apartment, which I honestly don't know how expensive these apartments are. They don't seem that expensive. But, like, if I want to pay a bunch of money for an apartment, if I want to kill myself, that's my ride. Like, I don't understand how there's, like, it's all of them. It's on the balcony as well. It's like, you can't even look out the balcony and get a good view because there's just bars. And they're in the bathroom. Every single window is barred up. I don't understand. Like, no one can break in from the, into the, like, what? And no one's going to kill themselves. And if they do, like, let them. I don't know. It's crazy. This is my closet. Oh, I did laundry, by the way. It's so much harder here, though, because there's so many buttons. But the nanny was nice and helpful. And then there's no dryer, so I have to hang it up to dry, which is extra effort, which I'm not fond of. But, you know. Then you have here. Oh, you can't see anything here, but... Oh, do you like my, my slippers? When I got out of the airport, the mum just looked at my feet. Well, first she made fun of my shorts, but then after that, she looked at my feet and she was like, "What size shoes do you have?" And I was like, 45. And then she sent the nanny out to buy shoes for me because, you know what they say about people with big feet? They have big shoes. So, yeah. Anywho, that is it for today. I hope the lighting is okay. I have this really bright, well, fuck that shit. This really bright white light, which I don't like the lighting because it seems really unnatural. I like the very orangey feel. It's more warm and nice. But anyway, this video's gone on for what is there anti-mosquito stuff or something? I don't know. Anyway, this video's gone on for way too long. I love you all. I will see you next week. I don't have any more to ramble on. Next week will be a 6-day video. And yeah, I love you. Peace.